We finally made it, folks. It's the end of the line. It's the finish line. That's right. We are here at Ekenäs IF. That's Ekenäs Castle behind me, where we could eventually have a bit of a ceremony if we become victorious and lead this small club into the glory days out in Finnish football. But it's down to you guys that are here. You guys made the votes on the straw poll and, of course, on Twitter. So thank you very much for taking part. But now it's up to me to take over the reins and lead this club to some glory. Let's go. Every job we take, we make some new friends. We get the ball, we score the goals, and then it's on again. Maybe tomorrow we'll get a brand new start. Until tomorrow, the aim is EWOOD Park. So the jury has spoken both on Twitter and, of course, through the straw poll. And you've decided that I should go for these Finnish bad boys, EIF. I'm just here concluding the deal. It's definitely not the most financially beneficial decision for me, but I wanted to take your consideration into full effect. So Ekenäs has offered me the job, and I've accepted it, and we are now in control of these Finland bad boys. So here we go. Ekenäs IF hire Dirk Copeland, who is an absolute nobody. Nobody knows nothing about me. I did reject a lot of offers from Callio Elite out in Wales, Limerick, Lisbon Distillery, Tyndon Road, Athletic Union, and 5 other teams. That's right, I was sought after, but the Finnish team have got me. Yes. They expect us to finish 5th in the old division, in the old whatever division it's called. Yes, we are a semi-professional team. This is the Dream 11 or the Best 11. We'll take a closer look at it in just a second. And this is what they want to say. They want to work with the wage budget, finish mid-table, be competitive in the Finnish Cup. It's a 1-year deal, and hopefully we will get become successful enough to be able to move on to a division or a club which is a little bit closer to the dream of becoming Blackburn Rovers manager. That's right, that's the long-term goal. I don't know. We're going to have to look at all this and bear it all in mind. But right now, we're just going to scan through this and take a little look at the team itself, the squad expectations, mid-table, top half finish. If I click on that, they're going to expect more. I'm going to just kind of tread water a little bit and do the minimum required because they just don't know. I'll dabble with the tactics at another time. Let's attend the press conference and give it what for. What are your initial thoughts on taking the EIF job? I'm very excited. Great club. I want to get stuck in. Do you feel the expectation I ask you this has been fair and realistic? I'm very happy with the direction we're going. Everyone's at the club wants to be the best they can. Nobody more than me. You don't have much of a reputation to speak of, and many people have expressed surprise that you've taken over EIF manager. Can a little known manager such as yourself really run a club like this? I consider myself something. I don't know what it said, but it's looked good enough for me. Can you turn things around here at EIF towards the expectations they harboured at the start of the season? I'm very confident that I can do just that. You have very little time to prepare for your first match in charge against AC Oulu. How much, if at all, will that impact you upon your performance? I might be new here, but the players aren't. They know how to play, and we save the bigger challenges for another time. You must be looking forward to your first match in charge against AC Oulu. I can't wait. It'll be a fantastic occasion. Looking at your first 3 games, are you confident of getting off to a good start? I want a positive start here, and there's definitely an opportunity to make that happen. Have you made any decisions regarding your backroom staff? I have not yet, no. Have you met the players yet? Only very briefly, and I can comment probably on the mood in the dressing room, but I'm sure I've not spent a great deal of time, but everyone's keen to impress. What role can their supporters play in moving this club forwards? I have to prove them that I'm the right manager for the club. Hopefully I can earn their support. How many pissing questions, pal? How far can you take this club? I want to make a long-term success of the club and hope we'll make it. How hard do you expect to work with players in the training ground? You have to work hard for success. What attracted you to EIF? This is a massive club. There's tremendous potential in this club. Did you have any reservations about taking the job? I've jumped at the chance, to be honest with you. Does the squad have the necessary quality for you to achieve the targets? I don't know the answer to that yet. The players will have to show me. Will you be looking towards the likes of Omar Jama as the focal point of the teams now? We have a very talented squad and we need every player to perform the fullest every week. Probably want to hear from you, a proper answer from you. He knows what I want to see. He's already shown that he's up for the challenge. Will Zachary Ekstrom remain as your captain? I haven't made my decisions on the captains yet. Holy smokes. While some managers are famous for the hands-on approach, others maintain a more reserved manner with their players. How do you see your management? I think works best as footballers. Last season, now missed on promotion following the fact of the year. Can you go one better? I would rather not discuss this right now. Goodness gracious me, pals. Those are a lot of questions. I only have just barely walked through the door, pal. So a closer look at Ekenäs IF, some of the key statistics. So here we are, folks. A quick look at Ekenäs IF. We briefly covered it in the job hunting stage. The captain is Johan Estelander. That's courtesy of me. I did switch that up a bit. The vice captain is Zacharias Ekstrom. The key man, Abalaya Kakonke, who is a South African centre-back. So he will be a guy that we need. Look at this. He's could potentially go up to 5 stars. He's already actually at 5 stars. Valued at £115,000. I've got to be careful with that, though. £525 a week as well. He's getting paid big money. And hopefully he can do the bit. Simon Lindblom is one that we've got to keep an eye out. Only $45 per week. But he is a very, very hot prospect. Just 17 years of age. We'll take a look at the finances. Where is the finances? £189,000 in the bank with £774 in the bank. £2,500 wage. With a small wage budget as well. We'll take a little look in a bit more detail. This club has been on the rise of recent years as well. And basically the pressure is on us to do better than we did last year, which was finishing 3rd. We currently find ourselves 6th. The staff, yeah, I'm not really too focused about the staff. I have a few members here. 1 physio, 1 scout as well. Here we go, folks. Quick look at the team. I can't really dig too much into it at the moment, but what I can see from a quick first glance is there is a complete lack of goals with our top goal scorer, a Japanese fella, Daisuke Yukamere, 29 years of age, 4 goals in 20 appearances, with the 2 standouts. This guy here, he's only played a couple of games. This Finnish guy, Omar Jama, has been a revelation. It could go as high as 4.5 stars. So he's a player that we got to try and build the club around, and in the short and interim time. Let's take a look at the current situation in the table. We find ourselves 5th. Yeah. So what do they expect from us? The sort of the media expectation was 5th. So we're around about where we should be at the moment. But I think we could do better than that. We are a win away from going to 4th, but the gap between 4th and 3rd is a bit of a tall order at the moment. But having a look at the goals before, there's not that much goals going around either, with the highest top goal scorer just getting 7 goals so far. The team report. Let's take a look at. In fact, let's go look at the overview, the dynamics. Team cohesion is very poor. The current players are some way short of operating as a unit. The dressing room atmosphere, there's a good sense of unity between the players, and then they should have little cause for complaint about the way things are going. Managerial support, it may be early days, but the players are going to take some convincing to get past your lack of experience. Okay, I get it. And the top influencers, take a closer look at this in the hierarchy. It is Ekstrom, Estlander, who were duking out for the old captain's armband, and Sevron as well. And then there's a bit of a gap between those guys, the team leaders, and the influential pack. And these whole bunch of players down here that need to kind of get themselves a little bit more used to the surroundings. These are the core social groups. We've got to kind of break this up a bit and get them more working as a unit and not in such diverse situations. Tactics. Team report is what I'm after. Team report. Let's have a look at it. The strengths, formations used. Some of our strengths are youth prospects. We have a couple of youth prospects coming through. Tom Krunas, Andreas Waldschart, and Mark Kundanjo are some hot prospects coming through. Top goal scorer as well. Defensive depth, attacking midfielder, eccentricity, and decision making are some of our strengths. Our weaknesses: overall depth, midfield depth, communication, kicking, anticipation, and one-on-ones. Squad depth, let's take a closer look at that as well. 2 goalkeepers realistically within the club. 4 players operating at left back. Ekstrom is quite convincingly number 1 at left back. At right back, Secunda has that spot nailed as well. There are a few people competing for centre backs. We have 6 players that can compete for 2 spots at the moment. As for midfield, we've got 3 options at left back, but Uckstrom is one of them, and I've got him down pegged as a left back at the moment. Villa Sevron is an option at right back, but he's my top pick for the right hand side of midfield as well. We've got quite a few options on the right hand side. Into central midfield, we have a few options as well, depending on how we're going to go, if we're going to defensively or more attacking. And speaking of attacking, we've got 7 attacking midfielders and 6 strikers or players that can play in that role. How about the money? What's the money situation? Well, we've got £184,000 in the bank with a transfer kitty of just £770,000. The board are just allowing us to keep 30% of any money spent. With the wage budget of £2,500 as well. We're currently under that by a couple of hundred. So we'll explore any possible additions to the club later. Right here, right now, we're all about the first game. So let's go into the tactics screen and build our very first tactic. I think just for the first game, we're going to try and keep it a little simple. We'll go fluid counter-attack just to see what we're up against. We're going to choose formation. That's probably a safe bet right here. But I'm going to go with a 4-4-1-1. It'll be a little bit more flat for the time being. So that's the start of it all. Let's pick this apart a little bit. So in possession, short passes, run defenses, slightly higher tempo, and very, very narrow. We'll play a little bit. Let's get this further up here. Tempo. Let's crank it down a bit. I don't want to go all out. And if I can get a point at my first game, that would be pretty good. We're not going to play out of defense right now, and because of it being quite a flat thing. We'll try and focus on going through the middle. I'll try and work the ball into the box as well. Play for set piece, dribble, run a defence, and we're going to leave it like that. In transition, we'll leave. We'll regroup. Possession has been lost. Sorry, I'm all over the place. When possession has been won, we'll counter. Goalkeeper in possession distribute quickly. Slow pace down a little bit, and we just want to fire it up towards the target man. Roll it out, throw it out, whatever, you do your thing. Out of possession, push them forward a little bit, get stuck in, stay on feet. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. So I've already upset the apple cart, but I've got to make these decisions. That's why they pay me the money here at EIF. So let's get it on, folks, and take a little look at our first game against AC EWOOD, who are second in the division. So this is no easy way to start, and we could get absolutely battered as well. The Finnish transfer window does open in a couple of days' time as well, so we'll get to explore that a little bit and maybe bring in some additions and some goal scorers and things like that to maybe turn the season on its head. But here we go. Let's waste no more further ado. They played each other once this season already. In fact, they played each other twice. AC EWOOD have won a game and we've drawn one as well. So can we get a big fat win for ourselves in our very first game? We're about to make one change and swap the goalkeeper out because we had too many foreigners in the team. So hopefully this should do enough to get the game started. Yeah, a couple of players making their debuts or getting in the mix. Lucas Longfest between the sticks. He comes in there. And so does Dakusi Umeera. He gets a squad number as well. So we're about to kick off a brand new era here over in Finland. Can we get ourselves a fantastic start? Or will it be a night to forget? So we're in this, obviously in the green, 4-4-1-1 up against a 4-4-2. Yeah, and we got a loaded bench, absolutely loaded. Let's be passionate. Come on, lads, show me what you can do. So let's go and let's begin. So we are going to move that forward a little bit. Maybe that's too fast. Okay. Bit of possession here for the opposition. AC EWOOD picked up. And away we go. Nice little through ball here for Fangasturmi. Takes the shot. But it doesn't come out too much. And here come the opposition. with the ball themselves. Pass through the middle, over the top. Get stuck in there, boys. No mucking about. Barely a minute and a half gone, and we're in trouble. Great save. He didn't really have anything to do about that, but he was in the right place at the right time, and he keeps us in this game. So, exciting bit of stuff. First 12 minutes, we're still in this game, but here come OC Ulu. I think. Oh, this is not good. Little Dinklage. Great save by Kosicki between the sticks. You know what, boys? Could have went to Malaysia. You guys got to show me why I chose. So show me why I chose Finland. It's going to be a corner. I didn't really see much in it, if I'm honest with you. Gela will fire it in. Nice bit of curvature on there, but ultimately ends up nowhere. Jokalainen now for AC Ulu. Blocked, and we live and breathe another game. I'll take a point here, boys. I'll take a point in my first ever game in management. Block. Come on. Gibran for OC Ulu. Come on then, guys. Fired in. This is worrying, and they've got their noses in front. Juhu Makela has put AC Ulu in charge. We've got to be a bit more. We've got to be a bit more. A bit more positive. That's what I'm looking for at home. If we're gonna really compete against these guys, they are top 2 at the moment, and they do look a settled side. 12 shots already. Secunda fires it in. Get a chance on this one. Pulls it back out wide. Whips a cross in. Headed down. Someone have to be brave enough to take a shot. Comes back out to the left-hand side. Maybe third time's the charm. Ekström pulls it back. Has a swipe at it. And that is absolutely terrible. That's what I'm working with, guys. That's what I'm working with. Absolutely gash. Free kick, though. Gela! Great effort. Straight at the arms of the keeper, though. He made it look very, very safe and easy. Pennanen fires it long. Picked up. Sakurinda. Over the top. Picked up, though, by AC Ulu, who will now build themselves. Maybe for another attack. But we get it back. Sevron. Pulls it back. Out wide. Lovely little football here going on from the EIF. Pulls it back. Long ranger, perhaps. It's a good crack of the whip. It is wide, and it is better from EIF. We should have been like this from the get-go, and we might not be 1-0 behind, but there's a chance here for the visitors to get a second, but it's up and over, and we live and breathe one more time. Final couple of minutes before the half-time. Will it be 1-0 or will it be 2-0? Oh, it's a great save. Koski denies them all. And we're going to go to half-time, just the 1 goal behind, with a chance now. If we can kickstart the second half, we might get something out of this game. So second half, AC Uklu getting ourselves back underway. It's been an okay sort of start, but we are losing, which is not great. But we've just been thrown in the deep end. I've just got off the plane. I've just got off the plane here, boys. And we're having to throw a team together, throw a tactic together, and throw everything together. And it's not been easy. I've just checked into the hotel and everything. I need to just unwind a bit before we can get our teeth into this. But yeah, so far it's okay. Let's try and change it up a little bit. Let's have a little look at some of these other players. What they got up their sleeves. Okay, made some changes. They're now in full effect. Are they going to be proved to be decent? No, they are not. Juhu Makela. That's why I get paid the big bucks, folks. That's why, it's not why they pay me the big bucks. That's why they pay me cock all. And AC Ulu have their second goal and what will be probably the decisive goal in this grand scheme of things. But we just got to bear in mind this is our first game here, and it's not been easy. I know what I'm working with. Chance here, though. Who's going to score my first goal? Who's going to score my first goal as manager of a football team? Who's it going to be? Chance here, though, for AC Ulu to get a third and really put us in the doldrums. There's a chance here, though, for EIF Secunda, which obviously you've got a man in the middle. Decides to go lay it off. Go for it. You've got a goal. Antti Ulmanen scores his 4th goal and my first as gaffer. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to praise him and then we're going to crank it up a notch. Try and go again. But this is goal number 1 in my era as gaffer. Can we maybe just squeeze in another goal? I'm going to go all out attack. I'm going to do it. I'm the Mark Warburton of the Swedish lower leagues, and that is plucked out of thin air. And we're gonna lose this game. I know it. We are gonna lose it. It's gonna take a little bit of a minor miracle to get anything out of this game. Great save there by Koski. If we're gonna get a chance, it needs to land favourably for us. This could be great defending. That was excellent defending, clearing our lines. It does force a corner. Again, another corner. So they're applying the pressure while we are trying to get attacking. And that goes up and over. And I think finally we'll get to kick it out from the back. Show some passion, lads. Show some passion. That was timid. That was absolute timid. Too little, too late, I think, that goal. But you know what? It's a start. 3 minutes to go. It could be in for a last-minute flurry. Corner. Gala fires it in. Oh, Pennanen with the save. We have a free kick as well. Gala is on it. And he just plucks that thing. Good save. Good save by their keeper. You know what? I'm not too disheartened with it. We showed some desire. We showed some fight. We scored a goal. And we are played up against one of the top 2 teams in the division. So, you know what? It was always going to be a tough old ass, but I think we did okay. And we're playing some good football. I don't know who deserves to be in the 11 just yet, but we'll have to find out over the next day or so. Chance here, though. Foul. Come on, ref. Blow it up. Blow it up. I'm done. I think we've seen enough. There it is. The final whistle. 2-1 loss to AC Oulu. So, yeah, we fall further down the table, though. It does make it very, very tight in that mid 4th to 8th spots. We are still a little bit comfortably, though, above 7th place FC Hacker. We'll go again tomorrow, folks. And in tomorrow's episode, we'll come back. We'll play a few games. I might even bring in a few players if possible. We'll probably come back sometime in this month here, in the month of August, and see where we are. And hopefully we've got a good handle on things. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of The Journeyman. It's part 2. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of The Road to EWOOD. The job starts here. You guys chose it. It's my job now to take over the reins and try and steer this team up and at them and try and get the experience to get myself a better job closer to achieving that goal of Blackburn Rovers manager. I don't know how long it'll take me, whether it'll be before or after the resolution of this coronavirus. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, folks, be sure to bang the thumbs up, bang the subscribe, as we'll do daily adventures with my road to EWOOD, the Journeyman, Zero to Hero, whatever you want to call it. And we're starting here over in Finland. Until then, bang the thumbs up, bang the subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.